It's your girl Remy Jones.
Like a Bill Diamond Productions.
It's your girl named Kay.
It's your boy THEJMACKEXPERIENCEPODCAST.
This is Michael Townsend.
It's DJ Book.
That's your boy bragging right. Boy, this guy, you know.
And you are here with the Jmack.
With Jmack.
THEJMACK Experience Podcast.
You are now tuned in to the Jmack Experience Podcast.
All right, we're back, and we got a very, very special guest on the show today. I want to give you a round of applause. Thanks so much for being here with us today. Absolutely, absolutely. How are you feeling?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, excited.
Yeah, me too.
Got some wonderful things here. We're going to talk about all that. How was the drive over here?
Wasn't too bad. Not too much traffic, quick.
Light little drive, not too far. We in your area.
Smoke drive,
Facts. Spaced Out Snacks is in the fucking building. Episode 103, the Jmack Experience Podcast. Shout outs to the sponsors. Actually, one of our official sponsors and new sponsors is Spaced Out Snacks, so this is incredible. And Vitamin Energy. Shout outs to Black Sheep CMOS, who's been rocking with us since day one. Episode 103. Let's get into the intro real quick, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to the Jmack Experience Podcast. This show is for motivational purposes only. However, we will not be politically correct, but our goal is to inspire those who listen and watch the show. Thanks for tuning in. Please be sure to follow us at the Jmack Experience Podcast and email us if you would like to be a guest on our platform at the Jmack Experience Podcast at gmail.com. Peace.
I want to give you another round of applause. I truly appreciate you being here. I know that this is actually your first podcast, so don't worry. Like I tell you, it's going to be a vibe, you know what I'm saying? But for those, everyone that comes on the show, we like to start from the very beginning, you know what I mean? So for those out there who are not familiar with who you are, what's your name and where are you from?
Well, let's go brand name, Spaced Out Snacks.
Yeah.
More comfortable with that.
Now, we don't need the government. We don't need
that. Keep it there.
Yeah.
So my brand is really just started off with infusions, the edibles, things like that. Branched off into vendoring, throwing events. That's kind of where I'm at right now, promoting, doing a little background.
Yeah.
Well, a lot in the background is kind of where I like to be. Slowly coming out, but that's pretty much.
No, but what I'm saying is, sorry to cut you off. Before we got into all this, right?
Yeah.
Where'd you grow up at? Where are you originally from?
Born and raised in Boston. Grew up in Boston.
Boston, all right.
Yeah. Moved closer out here maybe 6-7 years ago.
Okay.
Branched out to Rhode Island.
Got you.
4 years ago, and kind of just bridging that back and forth.
Yeah.
I live a quiet, nice life.
So you like to be low key, pretty much.
Real,
all right, we got you. I like it.
I like it.
All right.
I don't like. I'm not too into the social media posting my everyday thing.
Your business.
If it's not business, I don't really.
I feel it because we here to promote your brand and all that, but we want to also get to know you as a person. What inspired you? Pretty much, we want to go through that journey because. It tastes delicious, you know what I mean? So that takes some skills. It's not something that you just woke up and was like, oh, I'm going to start chefing, right?
Yeah.
So growing up in Boston, more or less, what was it like out there? You come from the hood? Did you have a rough background? Single parent household?
So I grew up with my mom.
Okay.
I grew up with my mom, my siblings. Nice little life, you know what I mean? As far as, venturing out to the hood, that was more going to my dad's house, my grandmother's house, things like that. Summertime, because back then kids were outside.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Normal lives, you know what I mean? You drop your cousins, all your siblings from the outside family.
Facts,
you know what I mean? In real life, that's where it was. So that's where I got my hustling from, my things of that nature from. Really learning things that weren't in the books.
Who inspired you more or less to start baking and cooking? There had to be somebody, maybe your grandma, someone in the family?
So my grandmother, she's Puerto Rican. She always in the kitchen.
Shout out to my buddy.
Doesn't matter the time of the day, what it was. Doesn't matter. Anytime we pulled up, and I never not remember my grandmother being in the kitchen.
Word.
And it's a good feeling when you cook whether, and whatever it is, when you're cooking something and you give it to people and they love that feedback you get from it, it's inspiring to keep doing it.
Absolutely.
So, you like to feed people.
Who doesn't like to eat?
I mean, exactly. So I just realized that's my thing.
Yeah.
That's just where I flourish at, in the kitchen.
So like when you started like learning your way around the kitchen more or less, like how old were you? Maybe 9, 10 years old? Were you really young?
I'm the oldest sibling. My mom's side, my mom has 3 kids. I'm the oldest. So,
Okay.
as the oldest, that's just so that's it. You are everything quick and early. And on my dad's side, I'm the oldest of 8. So same thing over there.
Oh, damn, you got 8? Your father got 8 kids? Yeah, shout outs to him, yo. I don't know how he does it. I got 1. That's just wild. But back then you could do that, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So being the oldest, it's kind of like you take on that role no matter what. And that's just where that was.
So like what I'm trying to get at, because as I said, again, like your snacks right here, this takes skill. There's people that do edibles, and I'm not knocking nobody. Everybody say each his own, but like the shit's not hitting. You know what I'm saying? It don't taste good. And sometimes even with cookies, like the cookies are nice and soft. I don't have cookies from restaurants. Them shits are hard as a rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm trying to figure out like, so did you learn like straight cooking first, or like baking was more like your thing?
No, cooking. Baking was never my thing. Like
okay.
When I say cooking, I mean like cooking.
Arroz con gandules, some pernil.
Gotcha. You know what I mean? I didn't grow up a McDonald's kid.
Right.
You know what I mean? I grew up no matter what household I was at, whether it was my mother's, father's, where my grandmother was at, or my mom's mom, it was food being cooked.
Yeah,
you know
home cooked meal.
So my mom's mom is from down south. My grandmother on my father's side is Puerto Rican. So there was always food happening, good food. So cooking was just, you know what I mean, my thing. Baking came later on.
How old were you? Like around what age, more or less, when it came later on? Were you a little bit older? Yeah.
Oh, like recently. Like
nah. All right, put us on.
Let me tell you. I was, like I said, never a baker. The edibles is what made me start baking.
Yeah.
That was because it was like, when you're already doing something in a field of what you're doing,
right,
and you have people asking you for something, and you see yourself venturing off to a third party to get that. I'm not that person.
Right.
I'm gonna do that.
You want to be the connect. Yeah.
I'm gonna be the only person that you're getting that from. It doesn't matter. If it's something in that range and there's 3 things, I'm gonna make all 3. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter. So I started doing that and baking things, making edibles, because I don't bake.
Yeah.
Anyone that knows me and they ask me, yo, can you make this non-infused? No, but I can direct you to who can.
Yeah, that's just not easy.
That's not, you know what I mean? That's not my brand.
You need patience,
You know what I mean? And I don't have that. If it's not making sense of what I need, you know what I mean? Then I'm not, no offense. I buy my kids birthday cakes. I ain't making them cookies either.
Facts.
And I'm a great mom.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But they're not getting no home baked cookies.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So as far as that, it came with not wanting to, I have this for you, but let me call somebody to get the edibles that you're asking me for. No, we're not doing that anymore. So when you're grabbing this from me, I've made some stuff. Tell me if it's good or bad. So I'm handing them out. People are coming back. Your gummies are trash. Your cookies are terrible. Your brownies are hard as hell. I'm like, what the hell is this drink? Your hot sauce is whack. I'm getting all this. And I'm like, all right, I'm just taking it because I'll take that hit.
You're figuring it out.
You know what I mean? I'll take the hit financially that I'm taking on making these shitty edibles that are falling apart.
Because you could fuck up a batch.
Now, you've had the gummies. They're fire. If you've had the gummies, you know the gummies are fire.
Yeah, the gummies are straight.
The gummies, that when I was making them at first, I didn't have that recipe and that everything that you need to know what you're doing. Like, I'm looking at the recipe and still fucking it up. Looking at the recipe now, I'm like, well, the recipe's here. Like,
you got it down packed to a T. You got it down packed to a T. Okay.
So the gummies are falling apart. I'm giving them to people. The cookies are terrible. They hate everything. But they're still coming back for the other products. So whatever, I'm going to keep doing it. Now we have COVID hits. Things shut down.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, this is really like, if I'm going to do it. And people, they're coming back and they're like, yo, the taste is there. This is just this or that.
Yeah.
Things are happening in the world where people can't get the medicinal things that they need and want.
Facts.
And they have to rely on other things that they don't want to do. And I'm like, all right, this is where I see myself flourishing. So I'm taking it. I'm doing it. This
so
is
like
me
a light bulb went off more or less when COVID hit.
This is me now. So I literally went straight into 24 hours in a day, 18 in the kitchen.
You locked in.
That's it.
You locked in.
I'm not leaving the kitchen until I master this recipe, these milligrams, everything to exactly where I need it to be. COVID's not even over yet. And this shit's buzzing on the internet.
Yeah.
I'm going crazy. And I'm like, all right, I already have the clientele. I already am who I am. People are supporting me just off of who I am. It has nothing to really do with what they're still fucking with me and they're breaking apart. So I got this. So they're grabbing them, they're buying them, everyone's loving them. So now I'm slowly, all right, we're gonna put a little price on this. I gotta start recouping somewhere.
So hold on one second. In the beginning, I just want to make sure that I'm following you correctly. You were pretty much giving it like samples, more or less, right? Just so people could try it out, let you know, give you some feedback.
Can't
you
put
like
a price
it?
on some stuff you know is terrible right now.
Facts. You're right. But some people will though. You know what I'm saying? But that's what makes you different.
Do that, then they're like, what the? No, I ain't going back to her for nothing. She's doing too much. Now she's like everybody else out here.
Yeah. So you was basically giving it away. So people are like, you know what, fuck it. Let me see how good this gets. Now when it starts getting good, that people are like, yo, this shit
and when
fire.
I tell you, I'm handing it out in Ziploc bags. Yeah. And it's terrible visually.
Right.
Taste.
Well, you were learning,
you know what
right?
I mean? Yeah. So now that it's hitting, people are like, yo, you need a logo. You need a name for this. My friend had the cookie and they want 10 of them. This person wants 18 of these. Yo, those lemonades, let me get 20 of them.
Oh.
So now there's so many things happening and I can't keep up. But I'm like, all right, we're still in COVID, still locked in the house. Things are still closed down.
Right.
I'm still taking advantage of everything.
Let me ask you a quick question. So how long from the moment that you started that obviously everything wasn't as great as it is now, so when like it starts booming, that people like you getting so many orders, you're like, yo, what the fuck am I? Because that happened to me one time. I was doing like sandwiches and shit like that out the crib too, which is crazy. And I couldn't even keep up because I didn't even have the oven for it. I didn't have like how many months did it take you to get to that point? Is what I'm saying. Or was it like a couple weeks?
Man, honestly, when it happened so fast. To this day, it still happens.
Wow.
To this day, right now, I post a flyer and the way things start coming in. To this day.
No, but what I'm saying is, you know, when you started that you was just giving it away, right? But then you noticed like, yo, people want 20 cookies, 20 lemonades. I gotta put a
price on things.
Like how long did it take you to get to that level that you really kind of mastered it at that point? You know what I'm saying? Like
once I knew I could put a price on it was when I was confident in it enough to be able to do that. So I want to say it was maybe like
a year in, 6 months.
It was around 6 months.
Oh, 6 months. Okay, yeah, I'm just trying to get a time.
By then I already was like, you got to have the numbers part. It's not just, you know what I mean? It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's really science.
And measurements and shit like that.
It's really science. And I wasn't great in science, but I was great in math.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
facts.
If you're good in math, you're good in anything.
Yeah,
really.
I like
everything else will fall in line. So it was about 6 months it took me to really get the mastering of the milligram and confident in it. And things to look and people wanting to come back.
Right. So now my question is, now you start getting these crazy orders, right? What did you do at that point? Like to fulfill these orders? Or you just told people, yo, I'll get it to you when I get it to you? Or like you must have been stressed, right?
So every day I'm stressed.
Yeah.
Every day I'm stressed. I was in the kitchen last night till 2 a.m. You know what I mean? Every day it comes in so many different forms.
Right.
It's not just like Spaced Out Snacks is not just edibles. It's like expanded so much into so many different things that I tap into, that I help people with, that it's like a full spectrum. What
would you say early on, what was like the fan favorite? Like people like, yo, if you go to Spaced Out Snacks, you got to get the gummies or you got to get the lemonade. What's one that like you started selling like that it was just going crazy?
The strawberry cookie.
The strawberry cookie,
the fruity pebble. It's the strawberry cookie, fruity pebble bar, and definitely the lemonade. The hot sauce too.
The hot sauce is
a one-of-one, especially, which I should have brought. The keychain, the travel size one. It's a one-of-one thing visually. It's something people see and they're like, what's that? What do you mean infused hot sauce?
Yeah.
And
I got one. You gave me one.
It's also a dope thing when you're in these venues and you see these artists and rappers walking around with hot sauce in their back pocket.
Yeah, that's fire.
I mean?
That's fire. That's like having adobo on deck. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's such it got to a place I never expected.
I got you. So now, basically, when you start, you get the logo now, right? You said, did you make your own logo or did somebody make it for you? How did you do everything?
No. So, the logo came about within the first year. Around, like I said, once I started putting a price on things and realizing, okay, I see people posting my stuff and they're tagging my personal page.
You don't want that.
Yeah. I don't like that.
You getting hot.
I don't like that. So I'm like, wait a minute. We gotta fix this real quick. I gotta make this a little bit. So
how'd you think of the name? Because the name's catchy. Let's start with the name, right?
It's so much to it because it's like Spaced Out Snacks, SOS. You know what I mean? It's the whole thing.
Fire.
You feel me? There's a lot that goes over that, but the name went through a lot of different changes of I really like to do my research on anything I do.
Right.
So I looked into names that weren't so common. Everybody has the same type of logos, the same type of names, the same.
It's always like 420, right? 420 this,
fake
420 that.
this, or it's just always the same thing. So I really wanted to focus on something different. And it took a while. Went through a few different name changes, wrote things out, had it on my mirror, deciding, do I like this? Do I not like this? Can I keep saying it over and over? Do I want to keep seeing it over and over?
Right.
So I came up with the name. And then as far as the logo, I ended up reaching out to someone on, I want to say it was
is it that the apps Viber and stuff like that?
No, so this, like I said, this was around COVID, so this was before even all of this, all this shit was even blowing up. There was no GPT, there was no,
no chat GPT. I got you.
It was real, just not really human connections because it's still social media.
Well, people that do graphics more or less, right?
So when I reached out to this guy, I found him. He's a graphic designer out of, I want to say North Carolina, actually.
Yeah.
His stuff is actually hand drawn.
Oh, gotcha.
One of one.
Fire.
Hand drawn, went through every single picture, idea I had, color scheme, everything, drew it out. We even have a video. I sang the video. It's fire, you know what I mean? So I really wanted to focus on it being one of one. I feel like sometimes people's logos look, everyone wants it to look like them. I really don't want my face.
Right. No. You want to be anonymous.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that for many reasons. You know
right,
what I mean?
Exactly.
But when I came up with the logo and everything and started sticking it on stuff, seeing the vibrant colors, all of it just stuck with people.
I just like how it looks like he's flying away.
And I see it when it's on those flyers with different logos, how much it stands out. And you never realize when you're putting these things together, because you see people change their logos or they just get it off a Google image and all that. And you don't realize you are now that walking brand. So when I started
you thinking big. I like that.
You know what I mean? When I started that, it was like, when people are posting this and it's going to be something, what is it going to look like? How dope is it going to look? And it looks pretty dope on these flyers.
It looks
you know
fire.
what I mean? It looks
the color scheme, everything. The color scheme is fire.
It looks
everything.
very dope. It's one of one. I don't see any other astronaut logos looking like that. You can't Google it and copy and paste it. It's real one of one, and it also identifies with what I have, from the hot sauce to the just being able to squeeze everything in that one
variety,
image,
the variety.
What I mean, I love that. I love it. It fell into place. I feel like I put a lot into it, so it all fell in real nice.
That's awesome. And then people were gravitating towards it. That's a plus.
They see it and they know what it is, and I love that. That's what it's supposed to be.
I like it. So now you get the logo, you start packaging and all that stuff, right? I'm assuming, and now you in motion, right? Like it's just booming. Now let me ask you this, right? How do you approach dosing more or less? How do you keep it consistent? Because for those out there, we're all about educating others on the platform. And somebody might be inspired by this and be like, damn, I want to start fucking doing snacks. You know what I'm saying? Is it a real science to it is what I'm trying to get at? Or it's not something that you could YouTube, huh?
I mean, you can, but it's you have to be very consistent. You have to be very aware. You have to take it serious. You know what I mean? A lot of times people are just, I made this 1,000 milligram thing. That's dope. But how did you feel the next day? Now you have that experience of, I'm never taking an edible again. I felt like shit. Yeah. And selling and working with edibles it's not an easy sell. It's really not. So there is a lot of science behind it. Figuring out the milligrams is hard because, again, it's competitive with things of dispensaries. You know what I mean? The other things. But from those, that's where those experiences come where people are like, it didn't work for me. I don't like that. Yeah. So consistency is key, making sure that my milligrams stay the same through every product. If you buy a strawberry cookie from me January 1st and you buy it again December 31st, it's going to be the same texture.
Every time you get
the same taste, the same feeling, the same high, the same everything. You're going to sleep good. Whatever experience you had, you're going to have the same every time you buy it from me.
Now, what's the shelf life expectancy on these snacks? Because obviously, you can't, it's not it's like all things with food, right? It's only good for a certain amount of time. Yeah. However, I'm not gonna lie, I've had edibles and shit like that for months in the crib, and I still eat it. It still tastes good, but more or less, what would you recommend? You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real because I don't like throwing shit away. I'm Puerto Rican, so we don't throw shit away. But what would you recommend if somebody buys a few snacks from you? Yo, you should eat this within 7 days or 2 weeks.
That's a question I get often. I do try to give people the care behind it because they're spending their money with me and I always want them to come back. I'm not just taking your money and never want to see you again. Like, I want you to come back. I want you to be like, yo, the vibe was dope, the food was dope, she's dope, I'm coming back.
Right.
So I wrap everything. First of all, everything's fresh.
Right.
Everything is made fresh. I make everything.
Oh, I know. By the way, she was making this today. So just so y'all know. Yeah.
That's how y'all be in the kitchen till 2 a.m.
We gonna big you up. We gonna big you up.
There's a lot of people that can vouch for that for me. They'll call me, what are you doing? I'm in the kitchen 6 p.m. This 8 p.m., 9, 10. They're like, yo, you're still in the kitchen? Like, yo, I'm still in the kitchen.
You put in love and passion behind it. That's
you
good.
know what I mean? It means a lot to me and it's gotten a place. But as far as the pack, so everything's fresh.
Yeah.
And I rarely, my biggest flex, rarely have to throw anything away.
Never have to do anything. But I'm talking about like someone that buys it.
When they come to me, it's already fresh.
Yeah.
It's sealed, heat sealed. Usually comes in a box.
Yep.
One of those
Professional.
boxes.
Take notes, everybody. Look at the presentation.
Nice.
Yeah.
It looks real nice because I want them to feel like they spent their money and they got something, whether it's for them. That's a gift for you. That's for you. And a lot of times they're giving it to other people, birthday boxes, anniversary, whatever it is. So presentation matters on that, especially when it's food. I'm not eating nothing that looks like shit, so I'm not giving out anything that looks like shit. So, you know what I mean? And you're selling me something, it better look good.
Yeah.
So, they'll get it real nice, and I will tell them to put it in some type of freezer bag or Ziploc container, something. It's still baked goods, unless it's gummies. They throw it in their fridge, they got a good 2 months on that.
Oh, 2 months on the gummies.
Cheesecakes, ice creams, they freeze it. They got some good time on that. Freeze pops, they freeze it. Hot sauce is just like any other hot sauce. You want to refrigerate it, go ahead. You want to keep a shelf life, go ahead.
All right.
So they, some people, if they package it right, put it in that container, they get a good 2 weeks out of my stuff.
Also, like 14 days. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, I didn't know that was the life is. See, I be fucking up. I be having that shit for like a month.
I don't even get through 14 days of my product.
Yeah, no. I like it. So now, like, how do you? What about like you ever created like an unexpected flavor on accident that you were trying to do one thing, right? And then something else came up out of it. And you're like, oh shit, how did I create this shit? Did that ever happen to you?
Sometimes the mixed cookies, the pineapple and strawberry cookies where I'll have like little doughs left and I'm like, I'm not going to throw it out.
Yeah, just fuck with it.
Push them together. Like, all right, fuck it, here we go.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I make that I never even expected I was going to make, like hot sauce.
Okay.
It really just started with brownies and gummies. You know what I mean? Like typical shit. And it went to really anything someone says they can make. They're like, I bet you can't make this. The ice cream. I never was like, I'm gonna make wheat ice cream. Someone was like, you can't make ice cream.
Oh,
2 days.
Shit.
I give every 3 days max. You tell me you want something, 3 days max, I will have that.
You figure it out.
3 days.
I like it. What about, you've ever done a birthday cake? Like a big ass... Nah, I send it to me. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Yeah, I gotta see that. That's crazy. So a big ass cake. Oh, I gotta see that. That's fine. I like that.
I get a lot of that. People wanting
What about the drinks? Because you know they only like, even when you go to the dispensary, not for nothing, it's only like 1 or 2 flavors for the drink. It's never like a couple different flavors and shit.
Whatever, I'm telling you, someone says they want it, I've done the infused honey iced tea.
Oh,
by
that's
making the honey first, making the tea. Different flavor lemonades. It's just that strawberry is the one. No matter what flavors I put out,
people love it.
You ain't got that strawberry, I'll just take this one. But next time I need the strawberry. That's all they want. But I also infuse alcohol. So New Year's and Christmas is my big thing. I make coquito, infused coquito.
Oh, shit. I'm going to need one of those. That's fine.
I like doing a lot.
I like it. Now, what about like, you ever had a crazy story like from somebody that has gotten some of your edibles and they're like, yo, after trying this, oh no, that's just crazy. Oh, that's crazy. We're going to put that on the screen. That's a big ass cupcake. Holy shit.
And shout out to Sweets by Christy.
Yo, shout out to her. I like it. So did she help you with this?
Yeah, so again, a lot of times, plugging those other vendors in.
Yo, you show love. I like that.
Always.
You give credit where it's due. Word. Now, like, what about like somebody's ever bought some edibles from you and like they gave you like a crazy story? Like they're like, yo, I was so fucking lit. I'm pretty sure you gotta give us one at least. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh man.
Because people gotta be cautious with this shit, not for nothing.
Listen, I tell them and they'll be like, it's fine. I smoke. And they'll just keep eating. I'm like, it's not the same. I try to tell them, you know what I mean? That weed's
and it sneaks up on you.
Those weeds going in your lungs.
Yeah.
The edibles that you're eating, it's going in your blood, it's going in your stomach. The high is different. The hit is different. But I also feel like it's a vibe thing. You're at one of my events, I'm going to plug that real quick. You're at one of my events, you're going to have a fire time.
Oh, we're going to talk about all the
edibles,
events too.
You know what I mean? You're going to have a fire time. You're going to enjoy it. You're kicking back at the crib. You're going to feel low key. You're going to sleep good. It really depends on where you're at, what you're doing, what kind of vibe you're looking for. But I've had people tell me.
Running outside crazy.
I've had someone like, I was hallucinating and thought my girl snitched on me and tried to fight her. I've had people that's like, you know, they're getting hot in the clubs and taking their clothes off.
No.
I've had people telling me their experiences, and it's just like, but I love hearing it because it's always like, they're like, but you got a lemonade on you?
Yeah, they still had a good time, right?
They're still trying to tap in, and I love that. You know what I mean?
Well, the only reason why because me personally, right, the first time I ever had an edible, I ain't even gonna lie, the same shit. I was like, man, I've been smoking since I was a fucking kid. Like, give me that shit. Yo, the dude was like, don't eat the whole cookie. It was like a chocolate chip cookie. And I ate I literally ate the whole cookie. Yo, and I was like, this shit's whack. I'm talking crazy shit, right? Mind you, at this point, I used to work in the mall. I used to do customer service. Yo, like an hour into it, I'm like, damn, I still don't feel nothing yet. Yo, I went to, I go mad quiet. And I just started hearing like you ever hear in your head, there's a it's not like a beat.
I have
like,
people that are like, yo, I got too high. I just had to go to sleep.
Yo.
I had to sleep it off for days. So there's some people.
Yo, I spent the rest of my shift going to the bathroom, coming back, going to the bathroom, coming back. Yo, my manager was like, yo, what's wrong with John today? Like, he's bugging out.
I tell them, it's like the warning makes them want to do it more. And I'm like, nah, keep it light. You know what I mean? But people that know, they know. And I always tell them the water helps. You know, get some bread in your system.
Take it piece by piece.
Because
right?
I never want anyone to have a bad experience where they don't want to come back.
Right. Now, what's your personal favorite one? Which one do you like the most?
So I'm a big fan of the hot sauce.
Of
course. I love the cookies and cream cookie.
Oh, I gotta try that.
You know
that sounds good.
And kind of the things that I don't showcase a lot, like the cheesecake, the ice cream, the peanut butter is a big thing. The Uncrustables was hitting this week.
You got a peanut butter joint?
Yeah, the peanut butter and the Uncrustables, those be hitting.
Oh, that shit
There's a peanut butter cookie up there, though.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I want to try that.
The coffee cake muffins, you know, it's a wide. It just depends on your mood.
Okay, got you. Now, what about like? I seen you got Benzino to co-sign. That's big right there. Like you sent me a video. How did that come about? Can you like explain more or less? Like how did you get that co-sign?
So he was out doing a pop-out event and some vendors, you know what I mean, tapped in. And I'm one of those that always believes in sponsoring, putting yourself out there.
Right.
I know what my brand is and I truly believe in it. So I have no problem when I'm like, nah, I know I could put this in front of anybody. Right. Doesn't matter who it is. And they're going to like my shit.
You're confident. You got to be.
Yeah. So he loved it and loved the hot sauce. I actually placed a couple orders for me to ship when he got back home. So, it was nice.
That's fire. Shout out to Benzino, man.
You know what I mean? They tap in. It's nice.
And that's dope when they show love. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't really have to in reality. But when they do, that's dope.
A lot of times they come out and they want to charge for these drops and things like that. And it's like, you know what? I'm putting my everything in this and giving it to you. And I get it. You got the platform and all that. But
show me some love, man.
That's why I'm trying to show as much love as I can. Because it's like, I feel like, damn, we be getting it.
Yeah.
Get the shit into the
You working, you fuck now, but you know what? It's gonna happen in due time. Yeah. I was feeling the same way because even I go through it with this, right? I'm like, damn, I should be getting crazy sponsors. I should be landing crazy guests because even there's certain guests too that I'll reach out, to be honest. You know, I'm gonna give you the same shit you go through. And they want to charge you crazy amounts of money. It's like, bro, we doing an hour interview. Like, and I don't even know if I'm making money.
Charge them up. That's a fact. That table's about to turn. I'm trying to tell you, man. That table's about to turn. The ones that used to want to charge me $300 to be in the room because they're bringing out a celebrity just to push me in the corner, not even promote me, don't give me a flyer, nothing. Now the tables are turned and they're like, can I put you on this flyer so you could promote it?
And then you know what sucks the most too? Sometimes you pay to be in some of these events, right?
Get nothing out of it.
And don't make shit. You prep all this stuff. Everyone comes, they just look at it,
and
don't buy nothing.
the only people that tap in with you are the people that already know you.
Right.
So it's like I paid to be here with my people.
Yeah, I'm good. I already got my clientele.
I'm taking this party to the parking lot where they love me anyway.
That's a fact. Now, would there be like any foods that you just wouldn't fucks with? Like you'd be like, you know what? I don't think I want to try to infuse that. Or you like, fuck, it's endless. I'll try whatever. It don't matter.
Nah, I'll do it all.
You do it all.
And if I don't do it all, I'll find who does do it all. And it's going to get done.
And figure it out.
And my logo and my brand is going to be on that.
I like that.
There's no limit. Because even if I limited myself to just that, it would just be.
You got to do a lemon pepper seasoning. That'll be crazy. Lemon pepper?
Next week, the episode sponsored lemon pepper wings.
What the
Look, I'm trying to tell you.
That'll be crazy because you got the hot sauce, right? So
Yeah.
now you do some seasonings with that?
Yeah.
You never know. I just gave you an idea on the J-Mack experience.
We've
work
done
it.
we've done the buffalo chicken empanadas. We've done the mac and cheese. We've done the egg rolls. We've done the chili garlic sauce. We got a nice, you know what I mean?
That's
it's
gonna
all
be
about
good.
where it's at. You know what I mean? Because I can't just carry around lemon
Nah,
pepper wings
nah.
in my pocket. I mean, I can, but you know what I'm saying?
Oh, they do it by order. You do it by order. Now, like, if somebody wants you to cater, you do that too, right? Like, how can people contact you more or less?
It's really everything is through social media.
All right.
I really avoid the personal
All right.
personal pages, so everyone knows. They see the logo, they know what it is. That's on my page that says, if you know, you know, because I've been shut down plenty of times. So the people that know, when they see the logo, they know. As far as catering myself, I personally can, but won't do it because timing, it takes a lot out of the stuff I already have going on and to add that in, but I never turn it down.
Okay.
So that's when I'll turn to one of the vendors that I plug with.
That they
I
can
bridge
do it.
with.
Okay.
Like Fire Catering, Next Level Flavor, T4 Creation, you know what I mean?
That's dope. You show love, man.
Real quick.
You're gonna go far. You're gonna go far.
Follow them. But, you know, plugging them in real quick, because if they're still looking for the infused part, there's no problem in that. I've worked with all of them to make the butter, oil, sauces they need, give it to them. And I trust that my logo, my brand, and that order is safe with who I'm passing it on to. Gotcha. I know for a fact they'll take care of it.
You ever done like a big birthday party or like, I don't know, like a wedding and shit like that? Have you done stuff like that yet?
As far as catering the whole thing, but I have been a part of those and done like the desserts and things like that. Me personally, like I said, I personally physically avoid being
you don't want, you want to be, okay, I got you,
my product is usually always in the building. One way or another, but I physically won't be, but I've had these events where they'll place the order, the delivery's done, it's on the table, the promo's happening, Spaced Out Snacks is there. You know what I mean?
I like it. So you in the building without being in the building. I like that. I like that. So now, do you think that the cannabis culture is becoming more mainstream, or there's still like some big hurdles right now when it comes to cannabis that people still like look down on it?
It's a two-way thing. I mean, I think it's more acceptable now. Yeah. And that's amazing. That's dope. It's seen not just as a street drug,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Which is good. And it's bringing different aspects together.
Right.
Different. But then you have the other side where the government's always going to want their money.
They want to tax.
That part. There's always going to be the guidelines and rules you have to follow.
Right.
And
well, because speaking of that, I don't know, like, I think you're around my age, but like, yo, you know how much shit we had to go through to smoke one blunt back in the day? I'm from the city, so like, yo, we used to go to alleys, buildings.
It wasn't easy.
It was a mission to smoke a blunt.
And I was never a drinker. I don't drink now. I was never, I could never got into that. It was always, you know what I mean? That was my thing. As far as, that was just my thing.
We used to get chased and all that. Yo, cops used to be hopping out.
Smoking was tough when you were a kid. I remember, and it was frowned upon by the older people. You know what I mean? You can't do that. My mom found my first ounce. She flushed it.
No way.
And at like 13, 14, I'm like, oh man, how am I gonna get what you do? What are you doing? Now she supports the brand though. You know what I mean? You'll see, catch my mom at my next event.
That's fine.
Promoting it. You know?
I like that. Now, how has like cannabis like helped you? Has it helped you like get through anything in life? Like more or less, speaking, because it's good. Like you just said, alcohol you don't really do, right? I feel like obviously alcohol is worse than cannabis. Reason being, like, you get behind a wheel, you drinking and driving, you're gonna kill a whole family. You know what I mean? Cannabis, like, the worst that can happen, you get hungry, you laughing,
even with
right?
drinking, some people they use it socially, moderation. Right. It's not a bad thing.
It's not. We're not knocking
it. Anything and excessive use or anything like that isn't good anyway. But
how has it helped you personally?
I have got a lot of anxiety. Even doing this, you know what I mean? I try to cancel it.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're doing great, by the way. You're doing great.
Try to cancel leading up here. He was texting me like, wait a minute, are you coming? Because you're a little bit late. What's going on?
You on the way? You on the way? You on the way? How far you out? How far?
I try to cancel a little bit. I had to call a few people today like, look, man, I don't think I'm going to make it. They're like, sit down.
Yeah, you good,
You need
man.
to smoke. You'll be all right. You know what I mean? But I do use it for anxiety, helps me socially, things like that, because I've always played the background. I'm not into the camera, the I don't need the limelight, the clout,
Word.
any of that. You're not gonna catch my ass on Instagram. None of
Yeah.
that shit. You know what I mean? The most you'll maybe catch is half my face smoking real quick on a little story, maybe.
Little like
maybe.
post.
It might be someone else's story because it'll never be mine. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
I
no,
respect
it does.
it.
It helps with the anxiety. It helps with the social part of things.
Yeah.
Stuff like that for me. You know what I mean?
I like that. Unless you relax, right?
Yeah.
Like me, I'm more of a night smoker and everything. Like when my
I'm
day's
all day.
done.
Let's go.
Oh, you all
Let's go.
day?
But
Yeah.
I'm not one of those in the couch smokers either. I'm able to still functionally go through my day, get my shit done. I know what I have.
Yeah.
I be having that list in my head all day. So,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Smoking's not stopping that because I know, my shit gotta go. Everything's on a.
I respect it. I respect it. Now, I know you got a lot of events and we're going to promote you now. I wanted to get your whole story. You know what I'm saying? We got to do it the right way. So, like, what upcoming events you got coming up? And, that way we could promote it if you want to tell the people.
So this weekend, we got the Boston Music Festival 4-year Talk of the Town anniversary.
Nice. I like it. I
Out
like
in
it.
Boston, free entry, free parking. It'll be a dope event. We got about 30, 35 artists, 40 vendors from Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York coming.
Fire.
Different videographers, cameramen, all type of things. It's a dope networking environment. It'll be dope,
Is that the only one for the summer?
Yeah,
Or you
so
got?
that's what I have for this Saturday. I got something else coming up, Mezzo. End
Okay.
of August, early September.
Nice.
Little things in between, you know what I mean?
Are you planning?
I'm gonna do something here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta do something. Shout outs to the industrial, man.
We're
Real
about
talk.
to do something real dope here.
Are
put
you
something real nice
are you
together.
planning maybe like, I know you're like based out of New England right now, right? But are you planning maybe to branch out? We're talking maybe down south. We're talking like New York. We're talking like as far as like maybe you've done stuff in New Hampshire, I'm assuming, right?
New Hampshire, Connecticut, Maine,
Or maybe
New York,
overseas. Oh no, but overseas tough because the federal
it
guidelines.
really, I ship to a lot of different.
You outside. I see it. Well, the PAX is outside.
You know what I mean? There's certain packs we hit in certain
Yeah,
places.
that's
You know what
dope.
I mean? So I love that. I do get a lot of opportunities, but for me, it all has to make sense. So
Right.
I'm also one of those people where you give me an inch, I'm gonna take a mile. So if you tell me I can vend somewhere, now this has turned into a collaboration event where I'm now bringing some artists, I'm gonna bring some vendors, I might
dope.
bring a cameraman, I might bring you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you're doing
I'm
it
already
smart.
trying to get you to come
Yeah,
out on
nah, I
Saturday,
got you.
know
I
what
got
mean?
you. We're gonna figure
so
something
now
out.
we're gonna make it so that it's networking and make it sense for everybody.
Yeah.
Because that's just, I feel like how my brand really does flourish. I go through a lot of social media shutdowns and shit like that. So I do rely on a lot of my promotion happening through other people.
Right.
So a lot of those plugs have to happen for me for my shit to keep going.
Okay, I hear it.
You know what I mean? So I do I will, this summer will be
It's gonna be
summer.
crazy.
Even when other people are branching out, they tap in with me. And like I said, I don't have to physically be there for my brand to be there.
Right.
So when some artists or some people are going out to other places, my brand still goes. Those lemonades still travel. Those hot sauces still go with that food vendor, and the hot sauce is still on that table. Those cookies are still that nice little box. When someone else is set up doing something, it's still on that table.
Do you feel like, because you start from humble beginnings, right? And it's been a ride, right? More or less. But like, do you see yourself in the future, like maybe going into dispensaries worldwide? You know what I'm saying? Or do you prefer to just be
Going
local?
in, nah, I feel like I'm gonna own my own.
You
want
wanna do your own? I like that. You
I'm not
dreaming
trying
big.
to be like a piece of anything. I feel like I've
That's fire.
worked literally from the ground up for my brand. There's people that help, but as far as like the back end and making the cycle go, that's really just me. From the promo to the pictures to the baking, everything you see that's spaced out snacks is 100% me.
I like it.
Everything, the everything, the printing, the packaging, the label. There's not one thing that's happening with the brand that I'm not doing.
Well, you need 100% back.
So
Fuck
exactly.
that.
So I'm not
no
trying to
20%.
split 95 here. They get 5% to put it in the dispensary. I'll build a dispensary.
You need all that.
I'm tapped in with the rappers and the construction. Half these rappers, listen. You tap in with all these people, what you need is going to happen for you.
Absolutely.
So what's meant for me, I feel like is going to happen. The connections and the networking and all the expansion that's happening with my brand, where it's going to go, it's going to happen.
It's endless.
I don't need a
It's
dispensary.
endless. Yeah, it's endless.
The dispensary's going to be reaching out to me. Like, come on, man. Just put your brand on.
Yeah,
this
we
shit.
just want
Like,
it.
all right, fuck
Yeah.
it. Put it in the mail. We'll just pay you to have people walk through the door.
Hey, a little bit of extra promotion ain't bad though. You know what I mean? I'm just,
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm everywhere.
Yeah, I
You feel
hear
me?
it. I hear it. Now, if you could have, because you had a few people endorse, your brand and me and stuff like that. But if you could have like a major celebrity that you can have like promote your brand, who would it be and why? That you'll be like, yo, this is crazy. I can't believe this is gonna happen.
It would have to be between like Wiz and Snoop. You know what I mean? It would have
that's
to be.
fire.
Because getting a cosign on that from people like that have their own, build their own, are that's not their brand, but a major part of it.
Yeah.
That's how you know you made it.
Yeah, you got it. I think, it'd be random. You'd be like, I want Rihanna or Beyonce. It's like, they don't even,
See,
they're not in the weed game like that.
It's not about the clout. It's about what makes sense. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? The clout means nothing to me. If
Wiz
it
would
makes
be a
sense,
good
you know
one.
what I mean? And it's not even just them. Even there's some local, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Local.
Facts. Now,
you
we
know
over here, we trying to put things in positive affirmation. That's what we are. So we trying to put.
I like the Wiz Khalifa brand.
Yeah.
And Snoop. That would just be
legendary.
Yeah. No, it might find where I can send that pack off.
Yeah, facts.
Even to Kai, like, yo, I've sent you like 3 packs.
Come on, Kai, you slacking, son.
Like, come on. And I'd be sending him some nice packs, dated and everything, so he don't get sick.
Come on, Kai. So now we need you to open that shit up, man, and shout out Spaced Out Snacks. I like it.
Yeah, man.
Give it just, you know what I mean? Give a little promo, man. It don't cost you nothing. I like that. Now I want to do some quick questions, and you're actually the first guest that we do this with. So I had to. This is a new thing that I'm gonna start doing. So flour or edibles?
Flour.
Flour? You do edibles? Oh, shit, I think he's gonna say edibles. All right, bet. I like it. All right, woods or rolling papers?
Papers.
Papers. I fucks with you. Candy or pastries?
Candy.
Candy. All right. And if your edibles had a theme song, what would it be?
Oh man.
We gotta do it.
That's a tough one. Listen, it would have to be something that, it's a little, is very gangster, you know what I mean? 'Cause it has to match the brand.
Word.
And
I'm thinking like a Wheezy song.
Favorite rapper right there, no lie.
Yeah, that's right. And shout out to him, the Carter 6. You heard it? Did you hear the new album?
I'm more of a Carter 3.
Yeah, me too.
I'm more of a Carter 3. I'm more of a mixtape Wheezy. I'm more of that. So, yeah, it would probably be
a Wayne song.
Yeah, Fireman.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Something like that.
that.
Fireman, something like that.
Now, what's your go-to snack when you have the munchies? Is it chips, ice cream? What do you like to snack?
I like Mambas.
Mambas? Hey,
I'm not really a sweet, you know what I mean? It's so hard when you're in the kitchen 20 hours a day. I eat to live.
That's
not
true.
Because I eat to survive.
You're probably tired of seeing pots and pans and fucking.
I don't even be wanting to cook for myself. People be like, what do you want to eat? Anything. I don't care. Just make it.
Whatever. It don't matter. Speaking of all that, we're going to get into album of the week.
Album of the week on the Jmack Experience Podcast.
Album of the week this week is Time Will Tell by Finesse 2 Times. You fucks with Finesse 2 Times? You heard his new album?
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucks with it? We're going to get into movie of the week.
Movie of the week on the Jmack Experience Podcast.
Movie of the week this week is 28 Years Later. It's a horror movie. It comes out this Friday. You into movies?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you into all the bud and shit like that. You probably watch some movies, right?
Yeah.
You gotta go check that out. So we'll be wrapping it up shortly. What's next for Spaced Out Snacks? Like anything that you want to promote that I might have went over, missed, or didn't cover?
Well, besides the event this Saturday, you know what I mean? They see the promo. The promo will be dropping, I'll be having my next event locally coming soon. So I'll be dropping the promo for that. I got the clothing collab with Cottonmouth Exotics. We dropped some fire hoodies for some local artists.
Can people purchase that right now?
We're putting out the price list for that. We really focused on... This will be one of the main ones, but as far as the artists, they get to purchase kind of like a package where we go through their social media, find what identifies them, and we make them a customized hoodie.
Oh, that's dope.
So we've had whatever their logo is, what their last song, something like that. You know what I mean? Whatever relates to them, and we throw our logos on the.
I like it
on the sleeves. Helps, you know what I mean? Plug that, get the promo going for that.
You got T-shirts?
I'm working on the merch, you know what I mean? Plugged in with some vendors, working on the merch.
I'm gonna need,
I
fucks with the T-shirts, so we don't need...
you know what I mean? Because let me tell you, I tried merch. Horror story. I tried
it's
merch.
It's not easy.
Not even, I got scammed, bro.
Give us the story. Give us the story. We nosy over here.
Let me tell you.
So what happened? Hold on,
we don't do no name dropping, but I got scammed, you know what I mean? Put some trust in someone. You always want to support.
It was a local.
You know what I mean? It was a local, but...
Sorry, you went through that.
Invested in that and didn't get what was promised, not even a quarter of it. But it was a learning lesson, you know what I mean? I feel like you hear these things from other people and you're like, that shit will never happen.
Yeah.
Oh, I mess with this person. Nah, we're cool, you know what I mean? You could be best friends with someone. When business starts and business happens, it's a different relationship. Different things happen. You've got to know how to separate the two.
Yeah.
You have to. Yeah. And you have to do it from the beginning, which was a mistake that I made with that.
Right,
you got to establish those business boundaries very early as soon as that business starts. There's nothing else. So
you can't mix the two.
Nah, not at all. Realize that. Placed the order, didn't get what I received, and I was like,
yeah. So since you had a bad experience, you kind of took a step back from the merch.
Yeah, I took a step back from my own personal merch, dived into something else that still was dope, prosperous. And I never mind not just having it be my own brand, shouting out someone else's stuff, putting it on there, whatever. But the merch is coming, especially for summertime, because I know how many people love the logo, and you know what I mean. And I appreciate the support. So I want to make sure, you know what I mean, that's out there. And I would love to just be out and see someone like, oh shit, look at that.
Oh no, we rocking. So like just a hint, you know what I'm saying? If you want to make one for your boy over here, I would love the logo, like, cause you see, I'm more of a like pocket kind of guy. So small logo here, big logo in the back.
Look, let me tell you, it's crazy because the packaging I received was like that, right?
Yeah.
Which was fine, wasn't an issue, even though it was supposed to be front face. I was like, I could work with this, but there was my bouquet had helium. There was no strings.
Okay.
It was just in the air on helium. And I'm like, bro, this is not, whose logo is this? The Spaced Out Snacks is backwards, reversed. I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it's like, you always want to top in with local, but you always got to do your research as well. You know what I'm saying?
Are you willing to take orders now? People really want to get that merch?
I want to feel more confident in it and kind of already have the supply on hand.
All right.
I'm never one of those people that like to work off the back end of anything. So I never want to owe, because you can't owe me. Ain't no cuffs, so I ain't cuffing, so you can't cuff. So you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna see me at the store like, yo, you got that $20? You got that shirt yet? Like, nah, hold on, bro. Hold on. Like,
you told me 2 months ago it would be ready.
Like, I never want to be that brand. So I'm like, if it's not in hand and I have it, hold off. Give me a second.
I respect that.
You know what I mean? It's coming.
I respect that. Now, can people reach out to you to collaborate? Like, let's say they want to. Well, you say you just collaborate on the merch, but let's say they want to collaborate. I get that
a lot. So that is something that happens very often. My inbox, collabs on many ends, collabs on events, collabs on products, collabs on all types of stuff.
Right.
Stuff I don't even know why they would ask. You know what I'm saying? Like, You
Are you open to it? Or
it's very. I used to be more open to it, and then as far as I no longer am an accessible brand.
All right,
I'm just not, and it's not to sound any kind of way, but it's also like I've put in my work and I work very hard.
Yeah,
my
I respect
brand,
that.
I feel like carries a very respectful and professional. It's very professional.
And that could hurt
and
your
it's
brand.
Not exactly. That's a big thing that has happened to me. Collabing with certain people or tying myself to certain brands, and they're terrible.
Yeah.
They do false things. They make false promises, or they're not carrying good business, or they're not. It's really good business, good money. Yeah. And now when people reach out, before I even respond, I'm already doing my research.
Right.
Deep research. And it's not about the messy shit. I don't care nothing about that. It's really about business. Can I go on your business page and see business, or am I seeing messy, sloppy memes? I don't even know what your product is. I'm looking. If I got to scroll 3 times, I'm past it. And that's for collabs. That's for when vendors are like, oh, can you book me? Because how is my product and my flyer looking in your rotation? Are you arguing with your baby mom and now you posted my flyer?
That's
are you,
good.
you know what I mean? Or is someone calling you a scam promoter and then you posted my flyer? Or did someone say that they paid you and you didn't give them their product and now you posted our collab?
Right.
And so there's a lot that goes into it now that before, when I first started, I wasn't really
obviously you wasn't hip to it.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about it. But now I see what my brand carries, the weight it carries, and things like that. So I'm very picky about what I collab with, and I don't really accept. I'm more of the reacher outer. I have no problem annoying somebody if I want an answer. Just tell me no. Tell me to go fuck myself. Be like, girl, well, most of the time they don't even know I'm a woman. When I'm reaching out, because I don't use my personal page, and they'll be like, bro, they all bro me, and I love that for them. Thank you. I'll keep broing me, please. Like, let's just keep that up. So they bro me. They're like, bro, no, I don't want to do a collab with you. 4 months later, they're like,
Now they want to tap it.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, hold on.
So let me look at my DMs real quick. Hold on. You told
I'm
me
like,
that you
hold up. But collabs now come far and in between unless I personally want to do that.
I respect that. I like that. Yo, and not for nothing, you giving us good game. Not for someone that didn't do podcasts, you know what I'm saying? You gave us some good game on the show, which I appreciate because that's what we're about. Not for nothing. We're about inspiring others.
A lot of people think the more you're out there, the more it's really not about the quantity. It's about the quality. You could be outside every single weekend slanging bullshit. Yeah. Now everybody knows you for slanging bullshit Monday through Sunday.
Right.
But when you're out there and it's rare, it's just different now. So I'm very much into where my brand is and where I am. It has to make sense for me and it has to have that quality that I feel like my brand has.
You give it 100%.
Yeah.
No half-assing.
Yeah, I'm not going to hustle for no brand or anyone harder than they're doing it. So I also won't collab with anybody that they're not really matching where we're at on that.
You better come ready.
I'll hustle you at all because I'm going to hustle you already. You know what I mean? But if it's not matched, there's nothing I can do for you.
I like it. Where can people follow you at social media wise if they're not tapped in already?
Spaced Out Snacks on all platforms, which is just Facebook and Instagram because they shut me down on everything else.
You don't got a TikTok?
Nah.
Damn, you got to do a TikTok of you cooking.
Everyone says that. But you know what I mean? I'm getting into that part of things. It's a lot when you're one person and you really do. It's like I said, it's also expanded past the edibles part. So it's a lot of things that are happening behind closed doors because I really do play that background real
That's true.
well.
I keep forgetting.
I play that background real well. When people post certain things, it is coming from me doing that or making it from them, whether it's captions on their things, whether it's reels, whether anything. There's a lot going on and I'd be like, please don't tag me in that. You know what I mean? Like I'm fine being in the background. But yeah, there's a lot that goes into.
Well, you're only getting started. It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. I like it. Now, can we agree that all the experiences that you went through got you to where you are today?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Any advice out there for those who may be experiencing the same situations that you went through or are going through now? This is just life shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just never stop. Every day, you gotta do it again anyway. Keep doing it. There's no stopping. And everyone's one of one. Yeah, I feel like sometimes people look at the next and there's a lot of comparing. And there's no
Stop
point in
worrying
that. We're all
about
one of one. We could do the same thing. None of us live the same 24 hours. And perception is a big thing. Everyone sees the social media. No one posts their bad. Well, some people posting a little bit too much on social media. The emotions, it's like, whoa, tone it down, bro.
Yo,
tone it down. Facebook asked what's on your mind and people went crazy.
Yo, facts.
It's Dear Diary, like calm down.
My baby mama cheated on me 5 times.
Yeah,
like
crazy.
No one cares,
and then
bro.
They erase it, but it's like, whoa, we already saw it. It's still out there.
Or not even that.
The screenshot already hit the group chat.
Yo, let's talk about it real quick. They'll talk crazy about all these people, right? And then you'll see them the next week. I love this person.
Yo,
like, you look like a clown.
It's crazy. So I truly believe perception plays a big part in people and how they live. They see social media and they're like, oh, well, they're doing this, and that. It must be so great. And that's not happening for me. But it's like, you're not posting those downfalls. And even with me, I don't post. Last night, I'm in the kitchen all night. I burned 30 cookies. I was so mad at myself. I'm not posting that shit. You know what I mean? But you're going to see the good ones.
Facts.
You know, the perception, you can't live off that. People see social media and they just think it's glitz and glory.
And the reality is, it's a tool for you to market and do what you do right now. Not for you to be crying. People want to see you do bad. That's the whole thing about it.
Because a lot of people that hate you, even with this, I know more people that don't like me or don't like my brand or feel a kind of way about my brand because I'm no longer accessible or whatever their personal. Because it's all personal. Their whatever towards me is all their reflection.
Which is whack. Because you're great. You cool vibes, man. It's all about perception.
So it's really just. They'll see it, and the people that don't like are the ones that are going to watch more. Yeah. You know what I mean? The people that enjoy it, they shared my flyer. That flyer did numbers. Our flyer did numbers.
That's
Shout out to the supporters. Yo. One thing I can say, I can drop a flyer and get 3K views on a flyer. And I am so grateful for that because I can't post my cookies on social media. They shut me down. I've been flagged so many times. I can't post certain words. I'm shadow banned. The hate is real. It is. I post a picture, I'm reported. I post say edibles. That's why certain things I can't share, but someone else can post like you. You can post everything. Nothing happens. I post it. certain things. So to be able to post a flyer and get 3K views and all these shares on it, it's dope to know that people support the brand.
Yeah.
No matter, you know what I mean?
Just keep going. Like,
It's yo, you don't got to give up. It's
Yo, and not for nothing, I want to give you your props while you're here. You're a trendsetter. I'm going to tell you that right now because you're the first person. I've been doing those flyers. This is episode 103, right? That I just said. Since the very beginning, nobody has ever posted it. You the first one,
promo, man.
We're gonna set the record straight. Spaced out snacks setting trends out here. Yo, when you tagged me in that, I was even thinking, I'm like, damn, it's the first time. I said, fuck it, let's see what it does.
Yo, it did numbers.
It did numbers, yo.
I take pride in my promotion and my flyers because I feel like that's where I'm at, what I'm doing. Even with the events, whipping up the flyers for the artists, for the vendors, taking their products, their artistry, throwing it in there. And then it makes them want to keep posting it and promoting it. You see, it makes you want to post it every day because you're like, yo, this shit's
I've been on it lately.
Yo,
I ain't even gonna lie.
Yesterday, I got like 8 shares in a story. I'm like, yo, people are posting a flyer for a podcast. That's dope.
Oh, no, we're going to keep promoting it. We're going to keep bigging you up. Any last words or special shout outs that you would like to mention before we sign off?
Man, I don't even know if I could do any more shout outs.
It's all good, man.
Nah, for real though. The people that support my brand, it's all love, you know. I appreciate it. They do more for me than they know. It's dope. If I had to list them all, we'd be here forever.
We'd be here a whole day,
huh? But the brands that support, you know what I mean? The platforms that
your day ones,
let me come out, you know what I mean? Shout out Talk of the Town, Undeniable Sound. Biff the Don, he's always my road.
Shout outs to Biff the Don, man, in the background. I like that, showing mutual support.
Yeah, there's big supporters. Nia always sharing my stuff. Mort Beasy, there's artists out here that you wouldn't think, like, how do artists tie in with a brand like this? Besides, you know what I mean? But they really do. They really tap in. Well-known locally, fair price.
Shout outs to them.
You know what I mean? The Capo Eats for the plug.
Shout outs to Capo Eats, actually. Yeah, he's the one that made this whole thing.
A lot.
He was mentioning you heavy.
There's a lot of people that support the brand that I do a lot of things for behind the scenes. So when it comes time to support my brand, they do it, whether it's a mic drop and holding up my lemonade, whatever it is. The love is always appreciated. The people that share, post, buy from me, that reach out to me, include me in their birthdays, and whatever it is. Even the people that come to my events, because there's so many other events they could be at that they are considered more lit or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean?
Nah, but if you there, it's lit.
You know what I mean? That shit's a vibe. Because I think it's vibe. We have people coming out from all different types of places that are like popping into my events, showing me the flyer, and they're like, is this? And I'm like, yeah, yo, where are you from? They're like, we came from Connecticut because we've been seeing this flyer for a month. I'm like, yo, the flyers be doing numbers, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the people that support. I'm grateful for the people that when I reach out, like, yo, I'm putting this event together. They there. There's no question about fee, about what they need from me, nothing. There's no question about anything. Grateful for it, the support. Episode 103, Spaced Out Snacks, the Jmack Experience Podcast. Make sure y'all tap in, man, because you know, as they say, yesterday's price is not today's price. Man, I'm trying to tell y'all. Yo, that's a fact. Didn't tap in. We caught a vibe. Make sure y'all stream and run them numbers up. We're signing out. Gra!
Thanks for coming on the Jmack Experience Podcast. Be sure to come on for another episode every single week. Until next time, peace.
What's good, everybody? We've been having a crazy year. I want to shout out our newest sponsor, Spaced Out Snacks. Make sure you contact them for all your edible treats. And I also want to shout out Dead Time Clothing Brand for the official fit. If you want quality, make sure you hit them up to get fresh. You already know the Jmack Experience Podcast. We're signing out.